Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Latricia, aka TT, your favorite astrologer and tarot reader, and today we are going to talk about something that I get asked all the time, and that is what is the difference between a horoscope and a natal chart reading. If you have been in the grain scale of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, you have probably found your favorite social media astrologer, and they typically do uh, horoscopes. You know, this is the reading for Aries. If you are a Taurus, you're probably like this. 13 reasons you shouldn't date a Gemini, things of that nature. But there is a general difference between your horoscope and your natal chart reading. So think of your horoscope. It's kind of like surface level. It is just the very top of a very large iceberg with a lot that is under the bottom. Your horoscope, you can also think of it as the general weather report for your area. And this is one of my favorite analogies, is that, for example, if you live in the great metropolitan area of Atlanta, you are very familiar with this. The weather will say, prepare for rain in your area. But the problem is that there's rain happening. It's just not happening in your area. Why is that? Because this is a generalized report or reading for the entire metropolitan area. It may or may not happen to you. And I think this is one of the reasons why a lot of people, when they are reading their horoscopes or watching their horoscopes, that they don't really resonate with it, because the horoscope itself is for generalized. It could be just for your Aries sun reading, or maybe your Virgo rising readings. So there's a lot of little things that go along with making you you, and that's where your natal chart reading comes in. So horoscopes in general are fun, it's nice entertainment, but it's not going to give you the thing that can either explain what is happening to you or why it's happening to you in a way that is personal for you. So let's talk about our natal chart readings now. Your natal chart reading, also known as your birth chart reading or your nativity reading, gets into the finer details of what makes you you. And the reason why that is because you need three big things in order to make that happen: where you were born, your birth location; the day you were born, your birthday; and the time you were born. Time being the most important. This gives you a snapshot of who you are at the time of your birth, in the location that you were born in, and that goes with you everywhere you go, from the day you hit the earth until the day you leave it. Okay, so why is a natal chart or natal chart reading important? One, because it can tell you about your strengths and your natural talents. Maybe, like, say for example, you're an Aries sun, but you may be more introverted. You could be an Aries sun and be a great athlete or a great singer, and that's, you're going to see those indicators in your personalized natal reading. It can also show you where your challenges and your lessons are. Maybe for people who are Gemini, they expect them to be easygoing, but you might be the Gemini that is having problems talking to people. Maybe you're the Gemini that doesn't learn on the fly like the rest of you, you know? It can also show relationship patterns. It can show career direction. Maybe there's a certain career that you gravitate more towards. Maybe there's certain careers that you're in that you realize this isn't for me and I need to go find something else, but you don't know what to look for. It can also give you directions on your spiritual path. And it can give you a lot more things. Maybe it can tell you, for example, the type of lover that you may be attracting versus the type of person that you're better off marrying. You see what I'm saying with that? So, in general, while your horoscopes are like the general reading, the natal chart gets more into the nitty gritty. Here's what can help you. Here's what can hurt you. Here is things that you may need to work on as you are moving through life at this moment. So, putting that all together, just remember that your horoscopes in general are broad. They tend to be either your sun horoscope, your moon horoscope, or your rising horoscope. And sometimes some astrologers like to combine all three, and you may not know which one I need to look at. So, speaking of that, here's a fun way that I learned how to look for horoscopes. If you're not sure that the horoscope for you actually resonates with you, and if you know this, because you need to know your birth chart as well, is if you were born during the day, which means your sun is above the horizon, which means it's probably within house 12 to house 7. You are a day chart, so you should be looking at your sun sign. If you're if you were born at night and your sun is below the horizon, either through house 1 or through house 6, then you are a night chart, and you should probably be looking at your moon. Your rising sign can be either or, but give that little exercise a try and see if the horoscope for that will be a little more towards what it feels like for you. For example, I'm an Aries sun, Aquarius moon, Libra rising. I was born during the day, so my sun sign and my rising sign tend to resonate with me whenever I'm looking at horoscopes. But if I'm looking at things from a more internal perspective, maybe like habits, maybe my emotional state, then I might look at my moon sign, at a horoscope for my moon sign. So I hope that helped. So if you ever feel like your horoscope doesn't resonate with you naturally, it's just because it's a generalized reading for the broad scope of the people that actually share that sign, sun, moon, or rising. But if you want to go beyond your sun sign, moon, or rising horoscopes and get into the nitty gritty and figure out what your soul blueprint is, you can always get a personalized natal chart reading. And if you'd like your own natal chart reading, I offer personalized ones. We can delve into your strengths, your challenges, how to align to your highest path while you're here walking this great life with us. And then you can always look into the description for that link. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe with someone who loves astrology as much as you and as much as me. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.